I've been thinking a lot recently about the way people deal with fear. I think that has to do with going to the Met Gala a couple weeks ago, because it felt a lot like high school. Like you sort of forget that everybody is just scared and everybody deals with fear in different ways. Like I got really quiet and kind of like over academic.
Right.
And some people get kind of like swaggy. You know, like some people get loud, some people get quiet. And what I've realized is the way I feel the most powerful is by being the most vulnerable. It's sort of like if I tell you exactly how I'm feeling, you can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Which is maybe, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it sure as hell empowers my art. So
Yeah.
That's original.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So was that your first time at the Met Gala?
Oh no, I go every year.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Sorry.
you're still a bit...
That was my first time. Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, okay. That was
sorry, that was me being facetious, but maybe the context was not fully developed.
I didn't want to...
No.
Like,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry to
No,
offend
no,
you
no,
if you
no,
go to the
no,
Met
no.
Gala. I've never
No,
been
sorry.
to one.
Just to clarify, it's not my usual
Yeah.
stage.
Was that daunting seeing like people in movies and things around you? Or
Yeah, I'd never seen Kim Kardashian's butt in person, and that was a particularly good highlight of the night.
What about when you're here in Australia? Obviously not in the States. There's probably going to be less famous people. But what about friends in Australia? Have you got many people that you like to catch up with?
Yeah, I mean, Mallrat is here.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we have spent a lot of time on tour together, so I'm excited to see Grace and Denham, and gonna maybe spend some time with Vera Blue later.
so these people you've just met, you know, you've obviously played Splendor and that sort of stuff before. Did you meet them at shows here? Or?
Yeah, I mean, music community. Well, community in general is so important to me, but I think part of that is because I'm a solo artist. You know, like you need friends. I think that's more of a human thing than a solo artist thing. But I work really hard to sort of develop these friendships around the world. It's really important to me.
Well, it's good to see you nurturing them as well and catching up
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah, it takes time to invest in these relationships, but I think, I don't know, creative peers, it's something that just like consistently inspires me.
Yeah.
What are the odds of us copying a Vera Blue, Maggie Rogers, Mallrat collab one day? Do you think that'll ever happen?
Oh, I would not say no to that.
Okay,
I reckon
okay.
we'd eat it up here at Triple J.
That's for sure.
I'm pretty much up for anything musically.
I saw somewhere that when you were touring the world, it didn't make sense for you to rent. So you moved back with your parents for a little while, which makes sense. So
I mean, where I live realistically is on a bus with 12 people.
Yeah.
Like my
Yes.
full-time existence is in a suitcase and on a bus. But my stuff is still in Maryland. I mean, that's the crazy thing is like my music career essentially started with this viral video on the day I graduated from college. And so
very convenient.
exceptionally. Yeah. I got the dream job on the day I really needed a job. And I haven't really unpacked since.
I also saw that Dave Grohl recently was mistaken for someone in your band.
Yeah.
What happened there?
This is perhaps one of the crazier situations that has ever happened in my lifetime. But I was in Virginia Beach. I was set to perform. Basically, like a hurricane came in, and my day got canceled. Like my set got canceled. Crazy rain, crazy wind. I was at the hotel bar with my band because we were like, all right, we're not playing. Let's have some beers. And we were in the back corner, and I went over to say hi to my band, and sure enough, they were talking to Dave Grohl. And I said hi and was like, okay, whatever. Like, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go grab my book from my room. I'll be right back. And the bartender, as soon as I left, this was the report I got from my bandmates, went up to the group of them and said, oh my God, are you in Maggie Rogers' band? Speaking directly to Dave Grohl. And my guitar player and drummer were just sort of like awestruck, like not knowing how exactly to respond to this
Yeah.
bartender, not knowing who Dave Grohl was, one of the founders of rock and roll, really
Yeah.
being like asked if he was in my band. And he looked at her and just said, yeah, I'm her guitar tech. And it was just like seamless. Yeah. He brought,
When you went to the room to get your book, what book were you getting?
I am currently reading this book called The Chronology of Water by
Right.
Lydia Yanukovych.
Okay.
And it's
I read that last week. Yeah.
if anybody wants to join my book club, I'm obsessed with this book. I swear, it's the best book I've ever read. It's like the series of short essays, and there's one snippet that I like can't get out of my brain. She uses really super casual language to describe things, but the way she then like works her words around things is so spot on. And she's describing like licking someone's scar, and she calls it mouth braille.
Oh.
And I just haven't been able to get it out of my head. I think it's such a beautiful image.
Heavy.
I must say, you must really love that book. If you got Dave Grohl sitting at the bar and you're going, I'm just going to read a few more
What?
pages.
I just want that lip braille stuff. Yeah, geez, love that. Love that.
I mean, I was like, yeah, I got nervous. That's what I said. I said, in
Yeah.
terms of times of fear, I get overly academic.
Yeah.
I got nervous, and then I wanted my book.
Hell, I mean, maybe that could be the name of the next album.
Mouth braille?
Yeah.
I feel like that's copyrighted.
Yeah.